All right, Brioso, we are starting our sight reading. Today we are going to be on number 8, so turn to number 8 on your sight reading packet. All right, boys, let's get started. Before we do anything, what do we have to identify? Raise your hand. Daniel. The key. So, let's look at the key. Here is the symbol in our key. Raise your hand if you can tell me what key does this symbol tell us we're in, Caden?
It's flat.
It's a flat, but what key is it telling us we're in?
A.
No.
A.
What key is it telling us that we're in? You have to look at the symbol to know what key we're in. Brooks? The key of F. Remember, this flat always tells us we're in the key of F. Okay? So everybody write F by number 8. So Caden, I know what you did. You assumed that our first note is A, so our key is A. Is that what you were thinking? Caden, is that what you were thinking? First note was A, so and I can understand why you would think that, but we've got to look at this key. That is what is going to tell us the key. Okay? Shh. Now remember, the key is just an address. It tells us the name of the liner space that we're going to find dough on. So raise your hand if you can tell me the name of the liner space that dough is going to be on. Dane?
First space.
The first space. Excellent. So remember, we've identified our key. Now we're going to go down below the key signature and we're going to draw dough on our staff. So right, take your pencil and just like Dane said, we're going to draw dough right there on that first space. Okay? Draw dough on that first space. Now we can see our first note does not start on dough. So how in the world are we going to figure out what it is? Cameron?
You go up, you go do, re, mi.
That's right. We're going to start on dough and we're going to count our way up the staff until we figure out what our first note is. Very good. So let's all do that together. Here's dough. Shh. Now let's count. You guys count up with me. We're going to count up the staff. Remember, we're on a space, so our next note would be on a line. So do, re, mi. Very good. So we're going to label our first note mi. Okay, now when you are sight reading, your pencil point is your best friend because it really helps you to count up and down the staff without skipping over spaces or lines or anything. So make sure that you're using that pencil point. You can see this little dot right here on the music where I used my pencil point to count that line. It's your best friend, so make sure that you're using that pencil point to help you. Okay, remember, we're going to label the rest of our solfege, and I want you to give me the direction of the next note, which direction did it move, and the solfege. Okay, Cole.
Up, fall.
Up, fa. Ryan. Up, so. Diego.
Up the law.
Up, la.
That's me.
Caden.
Same law.
Same law. Daniel.
Oh, down so.
Down, so. Isaac.
Downfall.
Down, fa. Jaden.
Same fall.
Same fa. Cameron.
Down me.
Down, me. Max. Same, me. Dane.
Up fall.
Up, fa. Brooks.
Down me.
Down, me. Who have I not called on? I called on everyone?
You call on.
Max.
Up fall.
Up, fa. I think I've called on Cole. Okay.
On camera.
And Diego.
Up so.
Up, so. Very good. Now let's go through. We've got several half notes in this exercise, so let's go through and label those. Give me the measure number and the solfege for each of our half notes, okay? Max, where's the first one? First measure, so. Very good. So circle that. Cameron?
Second measure, so.
Second measure, so. Very good. Last. Brooks? Fourth measure, so. Excellent. So we've got those done. Now, we have a new note value today, don't we? And we're going to talk about that. These notes right here in measure 4, those are 8th notes. So let's go up to the top of our music here, where we've written out our other notes and note values. Go up to the top of your packet, and we're going to draw this. Draw that for me. So it's like 2 quarter notes side by side, and then the thing that connects them at the top is called a beam.
Oh, what?
Beam. Like a beam in a ceiling connects the rafters together, okay? So here we go. 2 8th notes. Now, I want you to recognize this is an 8th note, and this is an 8th note. Okay, so each of those is an 8th note, okay? So write 8th note. These notes, each one of these notes, this one and this one, each one is worth how many beats? Raise your hand if you can tell me. Daniel? Half a beat. 1/2 a beat. Okay? So this note is worth half a beat, and this note is worth half a beat. These are separate notes. I want everybody to understand. We most often in middle school see these beamed together like this. But this is still a separate note from this one. Does everybody understand that? Okay?
Yeah.
Now, an 8th note on its own looks a little bit different. It looks like this. And go ahead and write this down.
You can't see it.
That's what the 8th note, thank you for telling me that. That's what the 8th note looks like on its own. Okay? This is a single 8th note. And then, but most of the time in middle school, we see them beamed together. So there are 2 8th notes that have been beamed together. Okay?
Yay.
All right. So when we get down here, let's go back down to number 8. Okay? When we get down here, these 8th notes are going to move twice as fast as our quarter notes, right? Our quarter notes are worth 1 beat. Our 8th notes are worth half a beat, so they're going to move twice as fast. So when we get there, we got to be ready to be moving quickly on the fa, mi, fa, okay? So, and we're not going to do anything special. We're not going to do anything special to show that they're 8th notes. We're just going to do them twice as fast as we would a quarter note, okay? Any questions for me? So here's what I want you to do on your 8th notes. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Eyes, boys. Dane, sit up. Ryan, sit up. Eyes, okay? Pick up your pencils. Thank you to those of you that are at the ready. We're going to take our pencil and we're going to draw a square around our 8th notes like this to help us to see them, okay? And that's going to remind us we got to do those twice as fast. Draw that square around your 8th notes, boys. Draw that square around the 8th notes. Everybody got it? Okay, let's stand up and let's chant. Here we go. Stand up and chant. Ready? What do we start on today?
Me.
Dane, where are you going? Come back to your spot. We start on me. So here we go. Chest high is where me is. Let's start chanting. Show me that you're ready. Ryan, you're not ready because your hand sign's not ready. Chest high, bud. There you go. That's it. There we go. Ready? Chest high. 1 and 2 and chanting. Ready, go. Mi, fa, sol, la, la, sol, fa, fa, mi. Here come the fast ones. Fa, mi, fa, sol. Do that one more time. Those 8th notes go fast, don't they? Let's do that again. Mi's right here, chest high. Ready? 1 and 2 and nope. Hand signs should be up here. Boys, come on now. You got this. Let's do this. You know how to do it. 1 and 2 and chanting. Here we go. Mi, fa, sol, la, la, sol, fa, fa, mi. Here comes now what comes next? Everybody,
Broken chord.
tell me what the broken chord is all together.
Do, mi, so, mi, do, so, do.
That was fast. I couldn't keep up. All right, that's it. That's it. Okay, so now let's sing the broken chord, and then we will sing our exercise. Did you have a question, Kaden?
Yeah, but it's not really good.
Okay, perfect. All right, here we go. Ready? Broken chord. Show me you're ready. Show me you're ready. Pick up your music. That was me knocking. Pick up your music. We're about to sing. Are you ready? Pick up your music. We're still doing sight reading. Here we go. Ready? And. What do we start on today? Two, ready, sing. Look at your music. Mi, fa, sol, la, la, sol, fa, mi. Come the last ones. Fa, mi, fa, sol. I want to do that again. I heard some really interesting notes. Okay, that were not quite right. So let's do that one more time. Okay, let's do that one more time. So it's on me, everybody with me. Ready? Sing me for me. Go. Me, two, ready. Oh, you need to be pulsing your hand sign. Stop. Everybody should hold their me right here. I know it's frustrating to have to stop for people that already know what they're supposed to be doing. Okay, here we go. Hand sign should be pulsing before we start. Okay, ready? Ready and go. Me, two, ready, sing. Mi, fa, 1, 2. Stop. That's not in tune. Mi, fa, sol. No, sol. Get all the way up there. Let's do that again. Ready and go. Mi, fa, sol. There we go. La, la, sol, fa, fa, mi. Fast ones. Fa, mi, fa, sol. There we go, boys. Good job. Good job.